So today we're going to talk about different parenting styles. Most of us have no idea what parenting style we have, and most of us just parent the best way we know how. But a good exploration of your parenting style can help you change how you approach your kids. As parents, we intend to be loving and kind. We want to set limits and boundaries. We want to guide our children to success. But often we falter in our efforts. Why is this? We know we shouldn't yell, but we do. We know we shouldn't overly punish, but we do. We realize we get out of hand sometimes, and then we feel bad as parents for acting that way. Even if you try to fight it, you often parent the way that you were parented. If your parents yelled a lot, you may yell a lot. This isn't because you're a bad person. You simply may not know any better. So back in the 1960s, a researcher known as Diane Baumrind started researching parenting styles and determined that most people fall into one of four categories. These four styles fall into a quadrant with the x-axis being nurture and the y-axis being structure. The structure increases from bottom to top, and the nurture increases from left to right. So let's talk about the four different parenting styles that are within these quadrants. The first one that we'll talk about are neglectful parents. Neglectful parents are low on structure and nurture. They are often uninvolved, and they don't provide a lot of limits or boundaries for their children. Authoritarian parents are high on structure, but low on nurture. Think of them like drill sergeants. Not a lot of love, but a lot of limits. Permissive parents are high on nurture but low on structure. They love their kids a ton but struggle to put boundaries, limits, and consequences in place. We should all strive to become authoritative parents who are high on structure and nurture. You can provide limits and consequences in a loving way, and you can do it without yelling. So let's look back at these quadrants. Where are you the majority of the time? Sometimes people spend the majority of the time in one square, but bounce into others from time to time. Sometimes maybe you're a drill sergeant, but sometimes maybe you're permissive. But think about where you spend most of your time. So, how do we become an authoritative parent? Authoritative parents are highly responsive to a child's needs. They're warm and nurturing. They're confident with setting boundaries and limits. They listen to their children. They allow their children to express their opinions and to make choices. They foster independence and reasoning. They place limits and expectations on their children's behavior, but they do it in a caring way. Authoritative parents have kids who are happy and content, less violent, independent and self-reliant, secure in themselves, socially adept, more successful academically, good at regulating their emotions and self-control, cooperative with peers, competent, and assertive. So we all want to have a happy and healthy family. A lot of this depends on our parenting style. Make it a goal to steer more towards the authoritative parenting style than any of your others. Work on yourself. Become more aware of your tone of voice. Are you raising your voice too much? Do you enforce rules consistently? How do we become more authoritative parents? Stay tuned and surprised for future videos that'll help you become the more authoritative parent you want to be.